Hello, in this Popupology tutorial I'll be showing you how to fold the Reindeers design from my range of Origamic architecture pop-up cards which are available online. So once you've downloaded and cut your template, you should end up with something that looks like this. And already you can see that this design is composed of three planes, as it were, separated by valley and mountain folds in space. And it's quite a simple design, but just you will need to go carefully with the folding, as always, in incremental stages to avoid any buckles or things snagging or catching on the apertures. So just to begin with a very gentle crease along the baseline, which is indicated here underneath my thumbs by these perforated lines, sections. What we need to do is just press down on those with our thumbs, whilst at the same time providing some support with our digits from the back, and establish a very shallow degree of fold, but just as you see here, and not going any further, as this tends to damage other areas of our card. So now we want to get this background plane, really the first layer, to start to protrude into space. So we do this by just gently pressing from the back forwards whilst keeping a hold of our baseline. So you're trying to do a number of things, combination of support and adjustment with your digits. But as you can see, I'm just providing support here from the back whilst pressing forward, and with my other hand I am actually at the same time concentrating on these folded sections here, this mountain fold in particular, with just the tip of one of my fingers just to sort of hold on to that, and if you press forward it will want to come and deploy further in space. And as you can see, all of our shapes are starting to emerge. But again, just avoid overfolding at this stage, because you will want to catch up with your other layers. So now we progress on to our second layer, which is indicated here by our first stag and also our tree shape here. And this is probably the trickiest part of the fold, but if you do it in incremental and gentle stages, it should be fine. You want to be kind of using a pinching technique across one plane and the subsequent plane next to it, and just cajoling them together. So you're kind of pinching but very slowly moving them towards one another, and thereby what happens is naturally those creases will become deployed, and especially that mountain fold area there will start to come and protrude in space. But as you can see, there are some very delicate elements here with the stag's antlers, so again, you just want to be doing this carefully without that catching on the apertures. And at this stage we can go back again to our overall design and just adjust our card and bring it into three-dimensional relief a bit further. And then finally we can concentrate on our foreground section, which is our stag here in the front, and all we do is just gently press it forward, kind of adjusting as we go along. And if you put your finger just beneath that mountain fold there and just press the entire plane behind it with one of your digits, you can see it will just want to come forward and protrude more and more and start to get deployed. And again, you're just wanting to do this, and not in big dramatic steps, but just gently caressing the paper as you go along, and always supporting all the layers and subsequent layers in sequence together. So quite a few of your fingers will be involved in the folding process. But as you can see, as I'm going along, we've got more and more of a collapse starting to happen. and we've actually reached a almost 90-degree fold stage, where we literally want to kind of press on the back of our card as evenly as possible, so distribute pressure across the plane as much as you can, and just by applying pressure from the sides, so as you can see, kind of pinching movement forwards, and supporting digits from the back, just bring your planes further and further, closer and closer to your base, as you can see here. And as we're doing this, if you can see my fingers from the back, just supporting those key areas where the actual folds converge. So especially in this section and this section here, we're just bringing our shapes consistently forward together. And as you can see, we are very close to a collapsed stage now, fully collapsed model. And again, you just want to be careful with your, especially your antlers, which you can see here, for example, can snag. So just make sure they are kind of separated in space before you collapse your piece fully. But now we are ready to actually just do that, and all that remains to be done is to just gently tap down on the back of your card just to establish those creases further. And now when we open our card, as you can see here, you have a very crisp finish and a quite interesting division of layers with those angular folds that depict our scene in 3 dimensions. So now the card is ready for your personal touch, if you wish, or if you want to, and as I recommend, sort of finishing the card by applying a backing sheet to cover this void that's left by our protruding shapes. You can select a color transparency paper, which allows you to get the best results when it comes to your shadow and light plays across these voids and apertures. Because as you can see, if you just place a color transparency sheet over your design, you will get some really interesting light and shadow effects. You can vary the colors as you wish, and obviously you will get very different results with different colors. But just go out there and experiment with different stocks and papers, but you will get some very, very exciting and playful effects using this combination of transparency and card. So I hope you have fun with this project, and do check out all of my other tutorials available online. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.